fabulous venue with everything you need for a gig, except a dressing room. But Meats and I will not be put off by this. She washes her hair in Timotei shampoo. It makes your hair feel like summer meadows, acid rain, cow shit. Men just can't help acting on impulse, especially not if they're South African political prisoners, because their bollocks are wide up to the mains most of the time. We've got a few people from various places. Sorry about that. You're really glad you sat there, aren't you? Shit. No, yeah, it's not too bad. That's the first shit that's good for it. It's like crap, you know, bills. My socks are immediately addicted. The mayor of Washington swears by them. Bastard, he says. We weren't going to do much tonight. We were just going to, I'm just going to come on, and as I am now, in jeans, and then we realised what had happened. You paid money. Well, what do you think I'm going to do? Shove them up my arse? For Christ's sake? Of course I'm going to take them off. Because I'm going to put my suit on. Whoops, me woolies. And we all know that men don't show their willies in public. Only women do that sort of thing. Well, not their willies, obviously. Women show their willies in public, the Sun newspaper would change. Page 7, Willie. Page 7, dickhead. Oh. That wasn't radiation coming off that, was it? There isn't a lot of children in Sellafield. They have pockets of radiation around the country. Pockets of radiation, that's different. Leukemia occurs in pockets. I've cut all the ones out of my suit, just in case. We've got a few people in this evening from Marconi, I believe. So you're fucking proud of that, aren't you? A few people in from the general public. The whole system of this country has changed. I don't know if you've noticed, but what do you hear about now all the time? You hear about taxes. The populace aren't happy about the taxes. The nobility are looking after themselves. When you hear the New Year's honours list, who gets the prizes? They're supposed to get the prizes that we give them, the people, not the Queen. Mind you, if you left it up to the people, you'd have things like Sir Jason Donovan, Dame Kylie Minogue, Bros OBE. Quite frightening. Right, that's it. We're back here. Welcome to the Turks' Head. Yes. We're starting now. I'm warming them up, mates. Jesus, keep pumping, but you're going to get them. These people are alive. They want to know what's happening. Okay, music stand. Good. Video. Show that your granny. We'd like to welcome you all here for this Meets Graffoe. Hello, Meets. Thanks very much. Good night. I would love to do that. And because you're special, because you paid, which is rare, we're not used to people paying to see what we do, we've gone to a lot of trouble for you. We've got all the PA, as you can see, which we've set up ourselves. We've got the music stand, we've got the mic stands, we've got the guitar, and of course we've got this, the mixing desk. Wasn't worth it, Sid. But I'm going to introduce you now to a young man who's going to perform for you, and he's going to perform in Lincoln, which is a friendly town. I know Lincoln is a friendly town. I'm not from Lincoln, I'm from Nottingham. I live in Nottingham. So you're pleased about that as well. It's a good, Lincoln is friendly because people you never met before in your life speak to you for no reason whatsoever, which is brilliant. I was walking down the street earlier on before the gig. A couple of blokes I'd never met before suddenly spoke to me. Both said, you know, wanker. Thanks, yeah, it makes me feel good to be in this town. You don't often have a riot on Lincoln, only celebrations, New Year's Eve, that sort of thing. How can you riot on New Year's Eve? Hey, Happy New Year! Bastard, bastard! Happy New Year! Yeah. What did you kiss? Ooh, ah, stop the kiss. Yeah. And then you have the cathedral, which is fabulous. Apparently, it brings in a lot of Australians. I've seen thousands of Australians in Lincoln bouncing around. Rolf's gone down the pub. I've got the fixation that Rolf Harris actually, when he does the cartoon club, you never see the audience or back because it's a hospital. When the camera pans back, the nurses come in and take Rolf. Oh, the kiddies. Wow, Rolf, come on, see you. I'm going to draw a picture of Willie on Bugs Day now, Rolf. Come on, Rolf, sedation. I fell in the lake when I was about 3 and I drowned, so my parents didn't bother to teach me how to swim after that. It's because you were dead, Rolf. brought up by a wolf, obviously, or something. Or a mother with a passion for oral sex, I don't know what. Yeah, the man I'm going to introduce you now, let me try and explain something to you now. Sydney Meets, how Sydney Meets' brain works. Understanding how Sydney Meets' brain works is like trying to get a seat at the Jolly Brewer. You have to be there when the doors open. Otherwise, you're stuffed all night. Let me give you an example. I went to a party in Wolverhampton, that's where the green... Maybe it's some sort of obscure woman's marathon that no one's supposed to know about. You're not allowed to win. I didn't win. Put this silver suit on. They love those silver suits, don't they, after a marathon? Oh, I got my silver suit on. Oh, I can run 26 miles. Good on you. I don't care. Yeah, I went to a party in Wolverhampton. That's where the Green Party had their conference. The environmentally friendly conference in Wolverhampton is the sort of place that makes George Orwell seem like an optimist. You know, it's completely revolting. On bonfire night, it's like Beirut, you know, bangs and Arabs everywhere. It's an incredible place. I was in Wolverhampton, I saw an L.S. Lowry on the wall, you know, matchstalk men, matchstalk cats and dogs. I got closer, it was a window onto the main street, so looking at friendly people. But yeah, we were at this party, it was a student party, so there was loads of people wandering around with guitars, trying to play them and things like that all the time. And we went and hid in a bedroom, Sid and I, with a bottle of whiskey. And a bottle of Bell's whiskey, if you know what it says on the top, it says, "Afore you go," which is a little adage you're supposed to say before you drink. Afore you go! And lots of whiskies have that. And so Meats invented his own whiskey, a Glenmore Meatsy, 12-year-old malt. And his adage on the top of his bottles was, "Drink this and fuck off." Which was brilliant. But 3 hours later, we're still there drinking the whiskey, and two blokes walk into the room. Two very, very large blokes. Now, Meats looks up and sees them. And because he hasn't seen them before, that doesn't mean they weren't there. It meant he just hasn't seen them. So he assumes they've been in the room all along. So he hands two gorillas the whiskey and says, "Here, lads, drink this and fuck off." I explained for him, which is why I spent the week in hospital. But you look like you're going to be a good crowd. You feel happy, yeah? You feel happy, yeah? Yes! If you make it sound like you're happy, people walking by will think, "I'm missing something, I'm missing something." No, you're not. I want you to welcome this young man. He's going to perform for you. He's going to do some songs and... Oh, God, he's going to do some songs. He appears on the radio every Friday by kind permission of me. And he's brilliant, actually. I have a lot of affection for this man. They bought that! I have a lot of affection for this man. And I want you to welcome him onto the stage. Please put your hands together and welcome the rambling describer of Peterborough, the inventor of the much plagiarised partial trouser, the early morning purveyor of the word lobster. Yes, the one, the only, thank God, Mr. Sydney Meets! Yes! Yes! You look so kinky. Let me just save my beer from you.
Yeah, so what do you
God.
Hang on. What I've got to do first of all is get this strap on this guitar, which is...
You don't do judicial work in Scotland at all, do you?
I'll try not to, no. This is a fairly self-explanatory song. It goes something like this. This is the first verse. This is the first verse. This is the first verse, the first verse, the first verse. This is the first verse, first verse. This is the first verse, the first verse. This is the first verse, the first verse. And this is the first verse, the first verse, the first verse. This is the first verse, the first verse. this is the chorus, which logically leads through to the next verse. And this is the second verse. It could be the last verse, the last verse. And this is the second verse, the second verse, the second verse, the second verse. It's probably the last one. And this is the chorus, which means we ought to be getting to the end of the song. But I've thought of another verse, and this is the third verse. It follows the second one. Well, this could be the last one. The song could end at any time, but it hasn't. It's just one of those annoying pauses that they put on records to confuse you. So this might be the last verse, and it could end at any. Thank you. The next song is called You're So Indifferent. You probably think this song might be about you. And it goes like this. You're so indifferent, you probably think this song might be about you, but it isn't. And let me say right now that you excite me so much more than any advert for multicoloured Tipex that I might have read whilst waiting for a train. You're so inspiring, just like a piece of rusty and decayed copper wiring protruding from a kettle in the window of a junk shop on the high street by the bus stop. But I noticed just this morning as I wandered down the road, you're so exciting, I'd walk 100 yards to watch your gas fire igniting and read the yellow pages, sit for ages drinking coffee, phoning bookshops for a copy of a book called Fly Fishing by J.R. Hartley. You're so outstanding, just like a piece of fluff that I once found on the landing and sucked inside the Hoover that I bought from Comet. I've got a lot of use from it and I keep it in the cupboard under the stairs. Yes, I keep it in the cupboard under the stairs and the whole world lives there too. I keep it in the cupboard under the stairs, under the stairs. This is a song I wrote about a year and a half back. It was inspired by my favourite phone box, which is actually on the corner of Cross Street and Kirkby Street, if you want to check it out. It was my favourite phone box at the time, and it inspired this wonderful piece of song, which is called my favourite phone box, as I've already said, but I tend to repeat myself. Here we go then. My favourite phone box is down the road. I dial your number, preceded by an STD code, and it connects me right through to you, so we can talk about the things that we want to. My favourite phone box is really great. We talk for ages after 6 when calls are cheap rate. I like its paintwork, so red and bright. It's got a sign on it that lights up in the night. My favourite phone box gets very lonely when its display reads 999 calls only, 'cause then nobody can talk to it until a telecom engineer comes along with a toolkit. My favourite phone box knows all my thoughts. It knows a few things but I don't think that it ought to. It knows my future, it knows my past, and it knows just how long my phone card's gonna last. My favourite phone box is down the road. I dial your number, preceded by an STD code, and it connects me right through to you. So we can talk about the things that we want to. So we can talk about the things that we want to. So we can talk about the things that we want to. This is a song from my forthcoming live EP entitled Sid Live at His Granny's. I had a bit of trouble with the audience on that one actually, because Grandad wanted to watch EastEnders and all this sort of stuff, but the crowd were great. And this concerns the problems that Mr. Mikhail Gorbachev is having at the moment. Is that there are certain people living in the Soviet Union who decided they don't want to be part of it. It's called The Russians Are Revolting in all their ethnic groups. Gorby's got a problem in the USSR. He's bringing perestroika, but he can't go too far. All the Soviet republics, they want independence now. I don't see why they should be ruled by someone in Moscow. Oh, the Russians are revolting in all their ethnic groups. So what you gonna do, Gorb? Will you send in the troops? Well, yes, hasn't it? It's alright having glasnost, but it doesn't mean a thing. If you don't watch out, you could end up just like Deng Xiaoping. The people of the Baltic states won't be taken for fools. In Latvia and Lithuania, they all want home rule. It's true in Soviet Asia too. The Georgians and Kazakhs are gonna make you notice that they're not a bunch of waziks. Oh, the Russians are revolting in all their ethnic groups. So what you gonna do, Gorb? Will you send in the troops? Yes, the Soviet republics all want independence now. They don't see why they should be ruled by someone in Moscow. Well, my old man's an Uzbek, he wears an Uzbek hat, wears Azerbaijani trousers in the Nagorno-Karabakh. And every time he travels to Armenia on the train, they smash up all the coaches and they send him home again. Yeah, the Russians are revolting in all their ethnic groups. So what you gonna do, Gorb? Will you send in the troops? It's alright having glasnost, but it doesn't mean a thing. If you don't watch out, you could end up just like Deng Xiaoping. Well, there's trouble in Siberia with misplaced Germans there, and way down in the Ukraine, radiation's in the air. People standing in the Urals will say, what's all the fuss? If they can free Romania, why can't it work for us? Oh, the Russians are revolting in all their ethnic groups. So what you gonna do, Gorb? Will you send in the troops? The Soviet republics all want independence now. They don't see why they should be ruled by someone in Moscow. Now this is a song about food irradiation. I know it's a very trendy thing to write about at the moment, food irradiation, because Jason Donovan had a hit the other week about food irradiation. But I thought, well, I won't be put off by that. And this is the one I did. There's a new process that's been approved that's meant to give us safer, more healthy food. It's food irradiation. It's food irradiation. Supermarkets won't need sell-by dates, they'll only give a half-life, and that'd be great. It's food irradiation. It's food irradiation. Yeah, gamma rays and X-rays too are really very good for you, and Everyone throughout the nation needs a good dose of radiation. You won't get salmonella from your mayonnaise if you give it a dose of gamma rays. It's food irradiation. It's food irradiation. Submerged Russian nuclear submarines are keeping all your seafood fresh and clean. It's food irradiation. It's food irradiation. Yeah, gamma rays and X-rays too are really very good for you, and everyone throughout the nation needs a good dose of radiation. If you find your chickens finger licking but the Geiger counters won't stop ticking, it's food irradiation. It's food irradiation. If you try to boil your eggs but find they're running round on legs, it's food irradiation. It's food irradiation. Yeah, gamma rays and X-rays too are really very good for you, and everyone throughout the nation needs a good dose of radiation. If you're eating your fish and chips in the park and you notice your fish seem to glow in the dark, it's food irradiation. It's food irradiation. It's perfectly true what the butcher said. He got 5 legs of lamb from a sheep with 2 heads. It's food irradiation. It's food irradiation. Yeah, gamma rays and X-rays too are really very good for you, and everyone throughout the nation needs a good dose of radiation. Food irradiation. It's food irradiation. It's food irradiation. Food irradiation. Yeah. This song I wrote, which concerns sending parts of the body through the post. And it's not something I advocate. Don't try this at home. Even if you do have a grown-up to help you. I think Vincent van Gogh had a go at it, but it was actually written during the postal strike as well. So it's even more hazardous when that's going on. It's bad enough at the best of times. But this is called I Want a Piece of You. I want a piece of you, just something I can view, to stop me feeling blue about you. A piece of flesh and bone that I can call my own, so I won't feel alone without you. Baby, I want a piece of you. Baby, I need a piece of you. I want a piece of hair that I can hang somewhere, so I know that you're out there somewhere. A clipping from your toenail to place upon the stair rail, so I know just where I'll find you. Baby, I want a piece of you. Baby, I need a piece of you. A portion of your arm would remind me of your charm. It wouldn't do no harm to remove it. Or just one of your feet would make my life complete. So send it to me now and prove it. Baby, I want a piece of you. Baby, I need a piece of you. Why don't you send an ear so I can hold it near, and you can always hear from me. Or just a pair of knees, or send them to me please, because they would look so good on me. Baby, I want a piece of you. Baby, I need a piece of you. But whatever you do, when sending bits of you, be extra careful how you package them. 'Cause what I fear the most is you'll get lost in the post, and I'll never see the whole of you again. Baby, I want a piece of you. Baby, I need a piece of you. Baby, I want a piece of you. Baby, I need a piece of you. Now, you have to use your imagination here, because I'm going to play a blues, but being totally incapable of playing the blues, you have to imagine it is one. So, I don't look a lot like B.B. King, especially in the partial trousers, but it's a blues which is written about being on the inside of a refrigerator with various produce going off and festering, which I'm sure is an experience we've all had at some stage or other. So, I'm sure you can all relate to this song, because a number of times you find yourself next to a yoghurt that's going a bit funny. I certainly do, anyway. It's called Blues in the Fridge. It's in the key of fridge, which is a key I've invented. Well, I was stuck in this icebox with the peas and the sprouts, and it's cold and it's dark here. Won't you please let me out? Well, all the yogurt's fermenting, the milk is turning to cheese. Oh, won't you tell me, how can a poor boy stand such times and freeze? A festering lasagna, a very old pork chop, and something past its sell-by date from down the corner shop. Well, did I mistreat you, baby? Or did I say something wrong? What is your justification to keep me in refrigeration for so long? And the light bulb switched off now, while the fridge door is shut, and I can't get it open, although I give it headbutts. The tuna fish are swimming round inside the mayonnaise. The shriveled leaves in the vegetable rack have all seen better days, and I'm sitting on the top shelf with a half-dozen eggs, and I'm covered with ice, and it's not very nice. It forms all over my legs, and I've run out of yogurt, and I've run out of booze, and I'm all in a freeze. It's like some kind of disease. It's called refrigerator blues. Yes, I'm all in a freeze. It's like some kind of disease. It's called refrigerator blues. While we're on the subject of fridges, I do have a song about the fridge, which is one of the first songs I wrote, actually. Because I have a fascination with domestic appliances and inanimate objects in general, really, because I think inanimate objects get a rough deal. You know, there aren't that many songs about inanimate objects. None that immediately spring to mind, anyway. So this is called Fridge. Fridge, what wonders do you hold? You keep my food so cold, although you're rather old. Fridge, I'm quaking at the knees, the way that you can freeze my cabbage and my peas. You're standing in my kitchen all through the day. Oh, how I need your fridge, oh please don't go away. Fridge, you're really very nice, you're good for making ice. I tried that once or twice. Fridge, you make me look a fool, the way that you're so cool, even when you're full. You're standing in my kitchen all through the day. Oh, how I need your fridge, oh please don't go away. Fridge, you fill me with a thrill, the way that you can chill is really rather brill. Fridge, without you I'd be lost, so I remember to defrost you. I always count the cost. You're standing in my kitchen all through the day. Oh, how I need your fridge, oh please don't go away. Oh no, no. Well, another song about a domestic appliance now. It's about my black and white television set. And it's called I Don't Need Michael Fish to Tell Me That It's Raining. Well, I bought you off an Egyptian when I was living in Wales. You only cost me 15 quid, oh what an amazing sale. You showed me then in black and white how clear the world could be. And all it needed was a bit of wire and some electricity. Yeah, yeah. I don't need Michael Fish to tell me that it's raining. I don't need Moira Stewart to tell me the news. And I don't need Barry Norman to give me a review. No, my television, I need you. Well, I plug you in and I switch you on and your cathode ray tube it glows with a test card and pages from CFAX in all of my favourite shows. This place called Grange Hill and Blockbusters and all sorts of riveting stuff. Wish you were on 24 hours a day, cause really I can't get enough. Yeah, yeah. Don't need Michael Fish to tell me that it's raining. And I don't need Moira Stewart to tell me the news. Don't need Barry Norman to give me a review. Go my television, I need you. Well, you know I don't want to adjust you, just want you the way that you are. I don't want to alter your contrast or turn up your volume too far. I'm in tune with you and you're in tune with me, and I think you should be told. But I can't wait to get you from a vertical to a horizontal pole. Yeah, yeah. Don't need Michael Fish to tell me that it's raining. I don't need Moira Stewart to tell me the news. And I don't need Barry Norman to give me a review. Blow my television, I need you. I need you. Don't need Michael Fish to tell me that it's raining. Don't need Moira Stewart to tell me the news. I don't need Barry Norman, just give me a review. Blow my television, I need you. I need you. I need you. I need you. At this point, I would like to welcome back onto the stage to join me for this number.
What stage?
Well, it's not a stage, is it? No. I'd
Back onto
like
the
to welcome
carpet.
back onto the carpet.
By gum. There's guitarists in this room craking.
People said to me, we know what you're going to do, but what is Graffoe going to do? What does he do?
He's going to follow that woman into the toilet with a music stand. That's what he's going to do.
Yes, the entire second half consists of Graffoe following various women into the toilets with a music stand. It's quite a good evening's entertainment, really, particularly for him. But,
Spontaneous orgasm! I walked in the door, I said, what's going on? She said, oh, God! In the toilet.
very good.
Yes.
Now then, explain what this song is about.
Who?
I'm going to explain what the song is about. There was not an instruction.
Before you explain what the song is about, I'd like to explain something about Jimi Hendrix. I thought I recognised you.
Yeah, it was you.
When Jimi Hendrix was alive, he played the guitar in very strange ways. Behind his head, for instance. Bit bloody stupid, considering the shape of it. He was on drugs a lot of the time, so we let him off. But he tried playing, and anybody who plays the guitar here will know you can play the guitar as competently behind your head as you can in front. Now, I'm a fairly crap guitarist playing it like this, but I'm as a crap guitarist when I play it behind my head. Apart from that, people deflate when I talk about it. So Jimi Hendrix was obviously looking for new and wonderful ways of playing the guitar. And she'd already thought of one of them in the toilet, and I walked in there. He was obviously looking for new and wonderful ways, and that's why he tried it behind his head, he tried it behind his back, he tried it with his teeth. I think at Montreux he went one step further and set fire to it. And then he died. Now, if he'd have still been alive today, you think of all the drugs he'd been taking, and all the fun he was having, how would he be playing the guitar today? Well, we're just about to show you, I think, what Jimi Hendrix would have in mind were he still alive today. Well, that went down like a brick, didn't it? I'll catch that one later.
Good. Right. Anyway, let me explain what this song is about.
How can you dress like that and look at me like I'm an idiot? That's what I want.
Quite easy, really.
You ought to see it with the jacket done up. It looks so kinky. We didn't even get out the toilets, did we? Go on then.
Right, yes. The European Commission is a wonderful, wonderful institution. They decided earlier in the year, for reasons best known to themselves, that for the purposes of export, a snail is in fact a fish. Now,
someone's happy about that. Obviously a fish, probably.
Yeah. So I thought, snails get a bit of a rough deal anyway. They get pecked to death by sparrows and all this kind of stuff. And the last thing they want is the EEC going around telling them they are in fact a species of underwater creature.
I was just wondering if snails, when they're being pecked to death by sparrows, actually have any conception of what's going on.
Really don't.
Through the little snail mind, does it suddenly think, oh my God, I'm being pecked to death by a sparrow, and I'm only young? Do you know that snails, when snails have an erection, the erection is 2.5 times the length of their body? True. That's why you never hear of snails giving you a blowjob, I suppose.
Mollusks. This is...
It's unbelievable, they're still here, really, isn't it?
Indeed.
You just wait.
This is
Nice stripy shirt, sir. Colgate advert missed you, did it, sir? Use blacks, it's sure all good, but it spends money.
This is called snails.
got a Skoda? Oh, you wouldn't be here yet, would you? You know, them speed traps for Skodas, it's every Skoda's owner's ideal of good life to be caught for speeding, isn't it? So they get themselves on top of the hill, they see the police car at the bottom, they go down the hill, as they go out past the police car, they stick their out there and they go, wow! The copper goes, "Did you get his number?" "Yeah, chassis number." "We'll get him tomorrow." Skoda. I stole that routine. That's better than mine. They walked on the stage, disguised as competent musicians, but the audience saw through it within the first 3 seconds.
You finished?
And now I'm just waiting for you to see again. I was going to talk.
Way down at the EEC, and we're discussing the food policy, when a member arose and the question was posed of what type of foodstuff a snail should be. Well, a snail's not a vegetable, it isn't a fruit. You will find it in the garden, but it doesn't have roots. You can't buy it in the butchers, it's not something they sell. It just leaves slimy trails and it lives in a shell. Well, the experts were all called inside, and the snail was categorized. A solution was found and the answer was sound. They produced a report that cost her £1,000. It said the snail's not a reptile and it isn't a bird. It's not Cecil Parkinson, it's not Douglas Hurd. We know that in France it's a popular dish, and this may sound surprising, but it's really a fish. Who's heard of a fish that eats leaves? It's something that's hard to believe. Down at the European Commission, they're gonna look stupid if they start fishing for snails. They haven't even got scales, and we all know that a snail will die if you put it in water, and that is something that a fish didn't order. Do snails? They haven't got gills or tails, and even if it seems that French gastronomy has gone out of fashion, one man's meat is another man's poisson. So long. Snail's not a mammal, in fact it lays eggs.
We're talking about
it doesn't have arms and it doesn't have legs.
We're talking about
it doesn't resemble a trout or a cod.
We're talking about
but it walks on its stomach because it's a gastropod.
It's a snail.
Snail's not a haddock and it isn't a bream.
We're talking about
You won't ever find it in a river or stream.
We're talking about
Try it in batter for as long as you wish.
It's a
but
snail.
you'll never convince me that it's really a fish. It's a snail. It's a snail. And if I ever catch a snail on the end of a hook, will J.R. Hartley still be writing a book about snails? We're talking about snails. And however much interest a snail arouses, you'll never find it wearing partial trousers. It's a snail. We're talking about snails. It's a snail. It's a snail.
Yeah. Mr. Sydney Meats. You want more? You want more? You want more? Oh, hallelujah, people. Send me your money. I believe in the Lord. Give me the money. Oh, yes, my penis. It's enlarging when the money of the Lord. Oh. Go on, Sid, do it. Do you want another one? Yes. going to have a break. We don't need a break. You've got the bar, the toilets are there. It's not stopped you walking across, has it? Bastard. Should we stuff the break and just carry on through, yeah? Yeah! Oh, bloody hell, it's a democracy already. We're not doing that. It's better than Romania.
Wouldn't happen in China, would it?
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't for long, anyway. Because we're trying to write a song this afternoon, like, you know, when I'm cleaning windows, called When I'm Flattening People, about Chinese tank drivers. When I'm flattening people, it's an interesting job. You should see the things I see when I'm flattening people. Ladies and gentlemen, once more for another song. And this is fucking democracy, hasn't done one. Yes! Please welcome back. Oh, take those off. The fabulous Mr. Sydney and Mates.
I went to the doctors the other day. I said, test my blood without delay. I know it's just a simple test, but it'll kind of put my mind at rest. But he stuck a needle in my arm. He said, this won't do any harm. He washed a syringe full with glee and said, that looks all right to me. So don't worry, babe. I've had the blood test. Don't worry, babe. I've had the blood test. Don't worry, babe. I've had the blood test. And I'm alright. That's what my doctor said to me. You know what he said? Can't remember exactly what he said. It went something like this. He said your blood group's O or maybe A. Well, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, your hemoglobin is red, I see. Well, that's the way it's meant to be. There's no antibodies that shouldn't be there, but a few dead bodies here and there. Your corpuscles are red and white, so if you ask me, your blood's all right. So don't worry, babe. I've had the blood test. Don't worry, babe. I've had the blood test. Don't worry, babe. I've had the blood test. And I'm alright. You wouldn't recognise the virus if you came right up to me and said, hey there, Sid, how you doing? I'd say, who the hell are you? You know what my doctor said? I can't remember exactly what he said, but it went something like this. He said, you passed the test without a doubt. There's a few strange chemicals floating about. Your alcohol content's rather high, but that doesn't mean you're going to die. So stay away from germs and dirt and try to avoid casual shirts. Your plasma's perfect, I'm amazed. There ain't no way that you've got AIDS. So don't worry, babe. I've had the blood test. Don't worry, babe. I've had the blood test. Don't worry, babe. I've had the blood test. I'm alright. Don't worry, babe. I've had the blood test. Don't worry, babe. I've had the blood test. Don't worry, babe. I've had the blood test. And I hope you'll have the blood test too.
Yes! Mr. Sydney Meets. Live and dangerous. I wouldn't keep walking, Sid. I'll tell you it's off. Otherwise you'll find yourself coming back fairly sharply. You'll get about 300 yards down the road and whang! Back there. Marcus, you're still there. Where's your shoes? Good, right. Ladies and gentlemen, once more before he leaves us, the fabulous Mr. Sydney Meets. He'll be coming back again soon. Sooner than he thinks. What? This is the second half. We've gone out, we didn't tell them, you know, Romania. We're just going to do it. They'll accept it, they will. We've got rid of Shout. What's he doing? Yeah. Yes, don't walk around with your hands in your pockets like that so you look like you're ready. Mad phantom flasher. Whoops, and it took out the beer as well. What are you doing, mates? You just wandering? Or just looking for the bar? What? Oh, you found the half. Good. Right. Seeing as you can have a seat. Oh, right, yeah, well, I'll go with this then, right. Ah, dear. The tattered flag. Did you see the tattered flag the other day? No. On the television the other morning, about 5 o'clock, they talked about Gorbachev in Nagorno-Karabakh, and they had a picture of a tattered Russian flag in the background. It's really weird. Just expect when Princess Anne, they talked about her marriage, they did a sort of tattered wedding certificate in the background. Are you right, mates? Are you feeling funky? Because I can't remember the words to this, but we're going to have a go. We're going to sing a song now whilst you all go to the toilet. It's called Here We Are All Going to the Toilet. It's improvisationalist. Now, I was in a phone box in London recently, and there was a sign on the phone box wall, as you get in London, that said, "Your ultimate schoolboy fantasy, ring this number." So I rang the number, and it was Bobby Robson offering me a place in Italy in 5 months' time. Not as good as the one in the Sunday Sport, Miss Robertson's Hot Bottom. Always tempts to ring that one up. Probably recognise the voice, probably Ed Lacey. Yeah, so you turned up, turn yourself up. As you know, the British football team will be going, not the British, the English football team will be going to Italy very shortly to play in the 1990 World Cup. Is that right? Yeah. You mean a fix? They haven't played it yet, have you? What are you, a Prime Minister or something? I have a feeling the England world football team will be fixed. Fixed to something, they'll need it. They'll need a fix before they get on. So, at this time of year, what always happens is people... We'll wait for them to come back from the toilet slowly. People write songs in order to spur the English team on. You may remember the time when England didn't qualify for the World Cup in the 70s, and Scotland did. There was a song called We're on the March with Ali's Army, we're going to the Argentine, and we'll really shake them up when we win the World Cup, because Scotland were the only team to get less than 3 goals against Zaire. But there was one particular song, one particular part of that song which I think Ali Stewart or something his name was, and he sang it with great relish, and the line was, England didn't make it because they didn't qualify. And I remembered that for a long time in my life. And now is our opportunity, to say our personal, or send our personal wishes to the English team, not the English cricket team. Gatting knows where his bread's buttered. And it's certainly not brown bread, is it? Did you notice when they got over there, they cancelled the tours into black townships? When they got over there? Shelve them, Gat, they fell for it. I don't know anything about apartheid, I'm just a cricket player, I'm right. I haven't signed the contract. Well, fuck off then. Alright then. I've got a lot of faith in him. Ted Dexter's probably won't have a team. What do you think he's got now? Yeah, so this is our tribute to the English football team. This is the hope, our hope that they'll take this song on as their official 1990 Italy World Cup song. As written by Mr. Sidney Meads, with little help from his mum, who rang him a couple of times. I'm just taking advantage of the fact they're listening, we might as well play a bit. Yeah. Here we go. Interest rates were very high about the time of writing this song.
Entire families homeless, several millions out of work.
And though I need someone to blame, I can't believe the government are wrong.
I can't believe that they would treat me like a bug.
I've filled out all my poll tax forms and I've paid my rates, and the money that's left over wouldn't buy a pack of mates.
While the country suffers from recession and inflation, what really is something to be proud of in our nation.
There's a bunch of fine young men who really know what football is about.
11 geezers who go running round a pitch.
And they're going to show the world that Englishmen are not a bunch of lads
who drink a lot and wind up face down in the ditch.
The Italian authorities said they wouldn't let us in here. That is why we're going to have to play out in Sardinia.
Fans down on the terraces will all scream and shout. What does England mean to me?
Well, let me spell it out.
E is for the elephants with more dexterity.
N is for the no-chaks that we've got in Italy.
G is for the goals that we don't have a hope of scoring.
L is for the lethargy, because it's so fucking boring.
A is for Andorra, that's Italian for urinal.
N is for the 0-0 draws that got us to the final.
D is for a dentist, of which I am not one. Put them all together and you've got a crappy song. Come on, England. Come on, England. We know that you can do it, though our concept of reality is really rather weak. Come on, England. Come on, England. We know you'll be triumphant, though our mental capabilities are hardly at our peak. Come on, England. Come on, England. My Uncle Arthur has a photo of the team, and he won't stand for a word of criticism. He has faith in your abilities, he's sure that you can win. He's just won the Nobel Prize for optimism. If we were Scottish, we would have a kilt on, but because we're English, we've got Peter Shilton. He can stand for Elgar, he wrote Land of Hope and Glory. N is for the NHS, but that's another story. G is for the gas board, C said if you want a share. L is for the loads of dosh that someone made somewhere. A is for the ambulances driven by the army. N is for Neil Kinnock, who I'm quite convinced is balmy. D can stand for Dracula, his fangs are very long. What? Put them all together and you've got a crappy song. Come on, England. Come on, England. We know that you can do it. Well, we're not all that convinced, but Sydney's mum thinks that you might. Come on, England. Come on, England. We haven't finished this bit, though the only word that I can think of rhymes with might is shy. Come on, England. Come on, England. Come on, England. Come on, England. I believe the English football team will win. I believe the English football team will win. I believe this English football team will win. Yeah. Just keep going, keep going. I believe that Cynthia Payne is free from sin. And I believe the English football team will win. I believe that Elvis Presley lives in Staines. I believe that Ian Botham's got some brains. I believe that sheep are taller than giraffes. I believe that Nigel Lawson's good at maths. I believe that Margaret Thatcher's got nice breasts. I believe that Meats will pass his driving test. Can you imagine the terror on the road there's going to be? Some crazy bastard is going to give him a car, a 30-ton object with wheels that moves, with him in it, steering. The man has bathroom problems. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to say you've been a lovely audience. We'd like to say we're driving home in a Rolls Royce, but we're fucking not. We're walking. As long as you can laugh, it doesn't matter. I've always said that. Tried to explain to a friend of mine last week, he chopped his scrotum off in a bacon slicer. He finds BD quite amusing, so he's got to laugh somewhere. There's nothing worse than miserable people. Well, there is, a room full of them, but... That's a stupid expression, really. There's nothing worse. Someone came up to me earlier on and said, "Have you got a light?" "I've got a cigarette and no matches." There's nothing worse. I thought he's never had his bollocks trapped in a mangle, this bloke. Doesn't know the meaning of the word pain. There is a benefit for the ambulance men on, I don't know when, but if you see it advertised, do pop along and see it. Not for any reason, just give him your money, because they seem like a decent people to give it to, really. Absolutely. Better than the people I usually give it to. Fucking mortgage people, for instance. But you've been a very nice crowd. We hope you haven't offended or been offended by what we've done. If you have, there's fuck all you can do about it. All the money tonight, we did tell you it was £1.50. We did say £2 on the door, and then we decided, you know, £1.50 all the way across. And in true Conservative fashion, it's £1.50 for you lot, £2 for students and unwaged, and 12 quid if you're a cripple. Plus the stairs. My sister was in a wheelchair for 27 years. We took her to Lourdes, wheeled her in the water, a miracle occurred. She stood up, fell out the chair and drowned. Get it right, it's funny, yeah? All right. No more jokes like that. I, like you, know that the British public have a great love for the mentally, physically handicapped.
unless they have to sit opposite them in a restaurant and eat, so I know. We're going to say goodnight. We hope you've enjoyed yourselves. We hope you stay and have a drink afterwards, because the bar will be open till 11 o'clock, is that right? Is the bar... Hello, Sooty? Yeah, the bar's open till 11. You've been fabulous. From Mr. Meats, the fabulous Mr. Meats, and myself, Boothby Graffoe, thank you very much, and good night. Thank you. Left it a bit long there, didn't we? Our people pissed off. Should have been quicker, James. Yes. What can we say, Meats? I'm in a state of shock.
Under the circumstances?
Under the circumstances?
Under certain circumstances?
Under the circumstances?
Circumstances whatsoever?
Under the circumstances? What can I say?
Wrong finger.
She got a bit elastic, she keeps going the same way. We haven't got an encore, have we?
No, we haven't.
And the only reason we came back out again is because I was feeling a bit pissed off about standing with the toilets within. It was like, now, we're going to leave you wanting, which I think is an old theatrical adage. Leave them wanting, Patricia. Leave them wanting £2.5 million, yeah. From Mr. Meats once more, and myself. Listen to the radio on a Friday if you want to hear more of Meats. Yeah! Do you want to hear him sing the last song? Yeah! You want to hear that? Can I twat around in the background, do you mind? Yeah. I feel like Bill Sykes. I feel like Ceausescu making a speech. Oh, believe me, believe me. Hey, look, now if you hold me up with the light, I refract things. You've got holes in your neck. Go on, Mitch, what are you going to sing? I vote aliens.
Aliens.
Aliens. I vote that one. Because I know the cause.
Yes. No, you don't. It's C, A minor, D minor, G, actually.
Which of your songs isn't?
Well, one or two of them aren't.
Go on, Mitzi! Hang on, whoa, stop. Well, that's number 32 and 33 are wearing cheap smocks they picked up from CNA and a haircut they got from Helen Keller. And here's the hopeful for the day, yes. Sporting a beard he hasn't cut for a while, followed by the girl with the strange jeans on. Yes, they're moving, they're going towards the table. I think they're going to make it. It's going to be quite incredible, the Commonwealth Games without drugs. Amazing. The Commonwealth Games is on soon, so is the Olympics. Ben Johnson's just got married a woman called Anna Steroid. Dropped a bollock there. He's running against Mofi. Go on, Sydney.
This is about the aliens that landed in Russia, and it must be true because the Soviet news agency told us all about it. We're 10 foot tall and we've got small heads. We carry laser guns and we eat sliced bread. We all drink gallons of lager and lime. We visit other planets from time to time. We're aliens coming down from outer space. We're aliens landing all over the place. From our home out in the cosmos, seeking Gorby for some glasnost aliens. We've got 5 legs and we've got 4 eyes. We've been nominated for a Nobel Prize. We come from a planet that's warm and green. Our table manners are quite obscene. We're aliens and we're HIV galactic. We're aliens, never use a prophylactic. What we've really come to see, have you got any AZT? We're aliens. aliens. We're the kind of jerks who gang crash parties. We've all got voices like Dennis McCarthy. He's mentally balanced as Norman Bates. We don't give a damn about interest rates. We're aliens. What we need to entertain us, aliens, is to come flying round Uranus. Though we can't afford your houses, we're all wearing partial trousers, aliens. We're aliens, coming down from outer space. We're aliens, landing all over the place. Our spaceship's made from aluminium. We fell through a hole in the space-time continuum. We landed in a Russian park and people noticed because it wasn't dark. We're aliens. We worked on an asteroid. We're aliens. But now we're unemployed. Our spaceship fell through a black hole and now we're signing on the dole. We're aliens. We're aliens. We're aliens. And we're playing the Turks' head. We're aliens.
We should be somewhere else instead. We've got a great knee movement going there, sir.
We're aliens. We're aliens. We're aliens.
The bar is open. Drink. As much as is humanly possible.
But tomorrow, it's not open.